Hi guys, it's me Gizmo, and I'm here to read another story to you guys. Are you guys ready? Oh boy. It's called The Velveteen Rabbit. But that's a short book. I'm just kidding. Look, said the boy. There's a velveteen rabbit in my Christmas stocking. And so there was. The toy rabbit had a soft brown coat. Had he thread whiskers, and long ears lined with pink satin. The boy loved this new toy and played with him, but after a few hours, everyone sat down to a big Christmas dinner. And Velveteen Rabbit was completely forgotten about. Into the toy cupboard you go, said Nana, and the boy's governess as she scooped up the Velveteen's rabbit and carried him to the nursery. She plopped him down next to the old leather horse, and there the rabbit stayed with all the other forgotten toys. Most of the toys in the nursery paid no attention to the shy little rabbit. Only the wise leather horse was kind to him and told him all about the wonderful world of toys. Shall I tell you about becoming real? The leather horse asked one evening. When the rabbit nodded, the horse began. If a child truly loves you for a long time, then you become real. Of course, by the time it happens, you'll have been hugged so much that you'll be quite shabby. Are you real? Asked the Velveteen Rabbit. The horse-eyed sparkled. Oh yes, he whispered with joy. The Velveteen Rabbit thought about what the horse had said, and the more he thought, the more he wanted to be real. Where is my Scotty dog? The boy asked one night. I could fall asleep without my Scotty dog. Nana looked at the boy in the bed and sighed. Then she reached to the toy cupboard and pulled out the Velveteen Rabbit. Try sleeping with the bunny, she said. The boy fell asleep with Velveteen Rabbit in his arms that night. And every night after that, when the lights were out, the boy would tell the rabbit stories. The boy would build deep burrows in the blanket that he said were just like the burrows real rabbits lived in. During the day, the boy took Velveteen the rabbit for picnics in the garden. We are the very best of friends now, the boy said to the rabbit. The Velveteen Rabbit was happy. So wonderful happy that never noticed that the Velveteen coat had been rubbed smooth and his pink satin ears had lost their shine. He had become quite shabby from all the boys' hugs and kisses. One spring evening, Nana called the boy in the house for an early supper. Velveteen Rabbit was left behind in the garden until long after sunset. When Nana and the boy finally came to get him, Nana was a little cross. Imagine making such a fuss over a toy, she said. He's not a toy, the boy answered. He's real. The rabbit felt his heart fill with love. What the old leather horse had told him was true. He was real at last. One day, the Velveteen Rabbit sat quietly in the woods. The boy had gone to pick wildflowers. The rabbit was enjoying the sun when he noticed two furry creatures nearby. They appeared to be rabbits, too, but their seams didn't show. And what was even stranger, they didn't move by themselves and changed shapes as they hopped around. These furry rabbits suddenly hopped to the Velveteen Rabbit, sniffing him from their quiver noses. He doesn't smell right, they exclaimed. He isn't a real rabbit like us. I'm real, cried the toy rabbit. The boy says so. But the furry rabbits didn't listen, and they leaped into the air. Hip, hop away. The Valentine Rabbit watched them. Oh, how he wished he could hop and leap the way they did. One night the boy fell ill. His fever climbed so high that the Valentine Rabbit, nestled in the boy's arms, could feel the burning heat. For many days and nights the doctors and nurses came to take care of the boy. The rabbit hid from under the bed sheets so no one would take him away. He knew the boy needed him more now than ever. Finally, one afternoon, the boy was well enough to be carried onto the porch. "Enjoy the fresh air now," said the doctor. "We must clean the nursery and all the toys must be burned. They are covered with germs." Nana collected the boys playing, including the Valentine Rabbit, and placed them in a large bag. She carried them out to the garden so the garden would burn them the next day. As the sun set, the Valentine Rabbit poked his small head out of the bag and looked around. The garden reminded him of all the happy times he and the boy had shared. He thought of how much he loved the boy, and how much the boy loved him. And now it would end. A real tear trickled down his shabby little nose and fell to the ground. Ping! Suddenly, from the spot on the ground, sprang a lovely fairy that gathered the rabbit up in her arms. "I am the toy fairy," she said, kissing him gently. When well-loved toys are not needed by their children anymore, I make them real. Before you were real only to the boy. Now you'll be real to everyone." A year passed, and one day the boy was playing in the woods when a furry rabbit hopped right to him. The boy stared at the rabbit and thought, "How strange, he looks like my dear old rabbit that was lost when I was sick." The rabbit looked at the boy thoughtfully and then leaped into the air and hopped away, but never knew that it was his own rabbit, the Valentine Rabbit that he had helped become real. Have a wonderful night of sleep. See you guys later. Bye, guys.